Policies to control inflation. Inflation occurs when there is a general rise in the prices of goods and services in the whole economy. Price stability makes it easier for economic agents to make decisions. While small increases in general prices are not bad, rapidly rising prices are a worry to the government. Using fiscal policy to control inflation. Fiscal policy involves the use of taxation or government spending to influence aggregate demand, or total demand in the economy. Government can increase tax rate or reduce its spending, in a bid to reduce total demand in the economy. Increasing tax rate will reduce consumers' disposable income and business profits. Consumption and investment decrease. Consequently, aggregate demand falls. A fall in aggregate demand results in falling prices, reducing demand pull inflation. When the government reduces its spending, less money is released into the economy. Demand falls, prices fall, thereby reducing demand pull inflation. The use of monetary policy to control inflation. It involves the use of interest rate, money supply, and exchange rate to influence total spending in the economy. It is done by increasing interest rate, reducing money supply or raising exchange rate. Increasing interest rate reduces borrowing for consumption by households. It also reduces investment by businesses. Falling consumption and investment reduce aggregate demand. Prices, as a result, decrease. Demand pull inflation is reduced. Another monetary policy instrument is money supply. When money supply is reduced, less loans or credits are available. Borrowing for consumption and investment falls, causing aggregate demand to fall. A fall in aggregate demand lowers prices and reduces demand pull inflation. If exchange rate is raised, domestic currency has a higher value than foreign currency. Imports become cheaper, reducing cost push inflation because imported raw materials cost falls. Also, exports are more expensive. Net exports fall, causing aggregate demand to fall. If aggregate demand falls, demand pull inflation is reduced. Supply-side policies can also be used to control inflation. Supply-side policies help to increase total supply or aggregate supply in the economy. More goods are being produced and supplied. This ensures that total demand does not exceed total supply. It is capable of preventing rising prices caused by shortage of goods and services. Productivity increases, costs of production decrease and cost push inflation is curtailed. Supply-side policies include the following. Education and training make the workforce more skillful. Subsidies or grants help businesses produce more goods. Privatization, the sale of government firms to private investors, makes more goods available in the economy. The reduction of regulations encourages investors and boosts total supply, controlling inflation. Effectiveness of the policies. High tax rates discourage workers and investors. Consumers may not reduce consumption even though interest rate has gone up if they are optimistic about the future. Policies take some time before they work through the economy. Resources are needed to provide education and sponsor research, which are supply-side policies.